him. But in a few minutes, you're going to hear from him.
Greetings, Sirius Mindz family.
May we come in? Why, sure. Come right in. Make yourself at home.
On Sirius Mindz Radio. Sirius Mindz. Attract Sirius Mindz. Seriously.
Latest word also from National Press Services in Washington, D.C.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Check. You're putting the...
Show that addresses the complex issues today affecting the human family from the Solution Think approach that tackles confusing and complex issues through the hip-hop lens, hosted by none other than Professor Griff, the co-founding member of the legendary hip-hop group Public Enemy.
All right, greetings, family. Greetings, peace. How's everyone doing? All right, so for the people, just heads up, people that are seeing this on YouTube, Facebook, y'all got to excuse the mess. I tried to straighten this up before I came on today, and you're not even getting to a zone musically. And I was writing, trying to figure out some things. Yeah, so the writing zone, the music zone, the studying zone, yeah, got me looking like I got some Sirius Mindz brain tonic I had to take twice today, which y'all should be taking every day. Got some smart moss, CMOS capsules. Yeah, I could put my wallet back in my pocket. It's critical, man. Anyway, in the meantime, between time, this is Professor Griff. Shout out to the Sirius Mindz family. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Peace, Quan. What's good with you? Shout out to everyone on IG over here. Miss Honey V. Peace, Queen. How are you? All right. Jules, what's going on? Larry, Amira, Just Toya, Adenia Salam. Peace, Miss Salam. All right. What do you take for your mind? Sirius Mindz Brain Tonic. It's the old beat up bottle because I've been taking it for a minute. But you can get the Sirius Mindz Brain Tonic from yours truly, Professor Griff. Just hit me up, man. Just go on my website, www.professorgriff.me. Shout out to everyone that's just joining us this evening. And before we get into any announcements, we're going to be talking about the Attorney General Daniel Cameron, who is now discovered to be an absolute liar, which I've been telling people from the rip. All right, shout out to my man, Earl Holder. Shout out to Ernie. What's up, Ernst? What's good with you, man? All right. Check this out. Tonight's show is brought to you by Mr. Earl Holder himself. Check this out. All right, so you got to check him out. Mr. Earl Holder, www.hdqtrz.com. All right, Mr. Earl Holder himself. All right, check him out. Mr. Earl Holder at headquarters.com. So check this out. So I got this information from a few people that I spoke with today because I was just kind of baffled about some things. And I wanted to go into the degree of lies that this man has told and how they want to bury these some of these cases there in the grand jury, and how they use not only the grand jury, but they use the electoral college to steal elections, and how they use these private secret governing bodies to put precedents in place and to bury cases. They always have these legal loopholes that they have going on, man. So we need to kind of understand how this process works and what's the reason why they even have a grand jury. All right. So if you would like to purchase the brain tonic, the Sirius Mindz brain tonic, it's available after October 10th. All right. There's only about maybe 30, 40 bottles that I'm making, so get it while it's good. All right. That's www.professorgriff.me. All right. You can submit your payment right to PayPal at www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. All right. Hold on for a second. If you would like to support independent black media, please do so by starting right here on the super chat, right here on YouTube. Just go to the bottom, click the $ button and say, yo, Griff, here you go, son. We need you to do 3 shows a day on Sirius Mindz. All right, I'm going to cover you for the next 10 years. Write the check and let's make it happen. All right. Anyway, not only on the super chat, if you're on Facebook, you could just go to my website, www.professorgriff.me. You could donate that way. Or you could just go to Cash App, $ Professor Griff. $ Professor Griff. All right. Let's see if we can make that happen. All right. If you want to support independent black media, start right here. All right. If you'd like to purchase any merchandise, of course, just go to my website, professorgriff.me. All right. Shout out to 12. What's good with you? My day was going fabulous. It is. I got a chance to dive into a couple of remixes and making some things happen. If you would like to advertise on this show right here, all right, if you would like to advertise on this show right here, simply send me a text message at 678-557-2919 or just email me, seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. All right, thanks to everyone that signed up for the Mic Check 1212 last night. I really enjoyed it. It was a beautiful thing. Shout out to Shane Shakur and my man D Boyd from around the corner for stopping on through. Once again, shout out to the Sirius Mindz family. Give yourselves a round of applause right now. Can y'all do that? Do I have an applause button? Nope.
Greetings, Sirius Mindz family. If you would like to support independent media, please do so by hitting the Cash App at $ Professor Griff. That's $ PROFESSORGRIFF. If you're listening right here on YouTube, just hit the super chat. And of course, you can go to PayPal. That's www.
No applause button. I got rid of it. All right. Oh, thank you, Charles William. He said clap, clap, clap. All right. Boots Baby 6901. No, I'm not in New York. I'm in the ATL. I've been here for some time. All right. Anyway, let's dive into this particular subject now. When you heard the president 46-1 mention the or what he said, what he didn't say about the Proud Boys, what did you pull from that? All right, hold on for a second. Let me see if I could kind of pull it up so y'all could see it for yourselves. So you heard in the debate with Donald Trump, the now president of the United States of America, debating Joseph Biden, the former vice president of the United States. All right. What did you feel? What did you, when he talked about the Proud Boys, or what he didn't say about the Proud Boys? So I'm going to play it and I don't know. Let's dialogue. Let's see what you pulled from it, because maybe I have a different take on things. All right. All right. Here we go.
You have repeatedly criticized the vice president for not specifically calling out Antifa and other left-wing extremist groups. But are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Sure,
are you
I'm
prepared
willing
to
do
specifically
that,
do it? Well, go ahead, sir.
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it.
you want to call them? What do you want to call them? Give me a name. Give me a
White
name. Go ahead.
supremacists and
Who would
white
you like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right wing
Proud
militia.
Boys, stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing. This is a left-wing problem.
White supremacist. Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got it.
Not militia. That's what
It's an idea.
FBI director
Gentlemen,
said.
Well, then,
He says it's an idea. He says it's an idea, not an actual organization. Joe Biden. Wow. All right. So what do y'all think about that? President of the United States basically blowing dog whistles to the Proud Boys and other white supremacist organizations. All right. We're being occupied. No government cupboards are empty. What does that mean? We're being occupied. I don't even understand that language. Talk to me. He kind of right. It is an idea. What do you mean, Hassan Burton? So Antifa is an idea and not a physical organization. That is the whole quote. All right. Come on, talk to me. Help me out with this. So it's an idea. Okay. So Kojo Sergeant WBAI says Trump already said there are nice people on both sides. Not to mention we already know who he is. Okay. It's time for us to get on code. Okay. Okay. Come on, talk to me. I'm open. The John is goofy. What is John? I'm not understanding that. I'm truly not understanding. What is the John? J-O-W-N. Yeah, I got time. We got a whole hour to talk. Y'all could spell some of these things out. I'm not really hip. All right, tonight's subject we're talking about the Attorney General Daniel Cameron lied. All right, but right now we're talking about the Proud Boys. First of all, who are the Proud Boys? Can we even digest that degree of truth right now? Who are the Proud Boys? Can we even pull that information up? Derek Muhammad, thank you very much, good brother. Really appreciate you. All right. So while you're looking up this idea of who the Proud Boys are, all right, because they're all over the country. I've seen them rear their ugly head in several states and several cities. All right. I've gotten, some phone calls from some people like, who are these dudes dressed in these black outfits with shields and helmets with PB on their shoulder, on their patch, their shirts and their shields. All right, so, but while we're looking that up, this Daniel Cameron character, all right, so who are we actually looking at when we are witnessing this character? All right, let me share the screen. It sure looks like Daniel Cameron lied about Breonna Taylor's killing. All right. It's getting harder to deny the likelihood that Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron lied and lied multiple times when he explained why the grand jury decided not to charge any police officer with a crime for killing Breonna Taylor. He outright lied. Dorian Hall, thank you very much. Attorney General Cameron needs to go to the electric chair for those police, but murdered that sister. They murdered that sister. Samuel Hardy, thank you very much. Really appreciate you, good bro. Samuel Hardy stepping up to the plate. Really appreciate that. Johnny Taylor, thank you very much, good brother. Really appreciate you. All right. So the man lied, and then he lied again, then he lied and lied again. All right. So it says Cameron's office presented evidence to the jury, but the only criminal charges he announced last week were against Brett Hankerson, the Louisville officer who fired blindly into Taylor's apartment on March 13th and accidentally sprayed ammo. Sprayed ammo. Look, notice the language. Not shot, but sprayed ammo. What gun was you using that you sprayed ammunition into someone else's apartment? He says March 13th accidentally sprayed ammo into a neighboring unit. The wanton endangerment charge he is facing means that the only officer who will suffer legal consequences for the events surrounding Taylor's death, at least for now, is the only one who didn't have a direct hand in killing her. The other officers involved, John Mattingly and Miles Cosgrove, shot Taylor 6 times out of more than 30 rounds fired between them. So the people that actually murdered her, nothing is going to happen to them. But the one officer shooting from outside into the apartment, shooting and spraying bullets into another apartment, is the only one getting charged. I said from the beginning that they started lying from the beginning, and it's becoming obviously clear now. They lied in trying to formulate some information so a judge can sign off on a no-knock warrant. They lied and said that they had conversation with the supervisor there at the post office, and they said that the supervisor said that they was delivering mysterious packages at Breonna Taylor's home. Wow. Mysterious packages. Mysterious packages, family. So they said after the gentleman shot into Breonna Taylor's apartment, and while she was fighting for her life, and her boyfriend was on the phone with 911, after they got the boyfriend in there, they said the officer then went in and contaminated the crime scene. And then, of course, you know, the lying continued, and they had to now cover up a botched no-knock warrant. They lied and said it was a no-knock warrant, and then they lied and said they secured a no-knock warrant based on a lie, and then they said they actually knocked. They said the one neighbor that said that they did announce themselves after 3 or 4 times. Now, well, he said they didn't announce themselves. Now they're saying he did, and then they say he did. Then now they're saying he said he didn't. He didn't say it. He didn't say they announced themselves. Wow. Terrence Bailey, what's good with you, bro? All right. Post office supposed to confirm mysterious packages were a lie. You're right. Ren H. Exactly. That was a lie. Then when they wrote the report, they lied on the report and said no one was injured. They didn't even say that Breonna Taylor was dead. They weren't concerned whether or not she was living or dead because they rendered no first aid. Breaking the law. You're right. All of them lied, but Cameron is a small, tiny demon and devil in Satan's and Shaitan's web. And they have to weave together these particular lies. And this Negro didn't even present enough evidence to the grand jury for them to even decide. Now, one of the grand jury, the members of the grand jury now are about to speak up and speak out and make it all public. 20 hours of grand jury tapes about to be released. Now, you know they're busy because he's been given 48 hours to go back over the tapes. You know he's working double time to cover some stuff up. Wow. This is how they bury these particular cases, all right, in government BS. So you take it to the grand jury, it's under secrecy. They don't indict the police officers, but they got to come up with something and charge somebody with something. And then they charge this gentleman with wanton endangerment, angering the masses of the people even more. Even more. When Cameron announced his decision to the public, he characterized it as a just resolution to a universal accepted set of facts. What are the universal set of facts that are so universal that we've all know that these are facts and we're not supposed to say anything? The warrant that the police used to enter the apartment was not served as a no-knock warrant, he claimed. We are rebuking the witnesses' accounts that the officers had failed to announce their presence before bursting into Taylor's home, causing her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, to think that they were being burglarized and shot one of them in the leg. Walker's bullet was the police justification for opening fire, which killed Taylor. Wait a minute, they bust in. The one that's shooting, they don't shoot him, but they shoot someone that didn't even have a gun. Taylor was unarmed, but failing to announce themselves as police would undermine that defense. Under Kentucky's Castle Doctrine, law enforcement officers are the only home invaders that residents aren't allowed to use deadly force against. Wow. But only if they had clearly identified themselves as law enforcement. Listen, white police officers, you can't have it both ways. You can't have a no-knock warrant and don't announce yourself and expect not to get fired on. You can't have it both ways. All right? Now check this out. Did y'all hear, like I heard, that the bullet that they pulled out of the officer, or they claim struck the officer, did not even come from Walker's gun? I'm gonna let y'all marinate on that. Let me get some water. Naeem Chuck McIntosh. That ain't me. That's IG, bro. You got to take that up with IG. The bullet that hit the officer didn't even come from the brother's gun. Now, dumbass Negroes like Charles Barkley went on record to say, well, you know, he did fire at police officers. Wow, for real, Uncle Charles Barkley? Wow. 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 So they shot their own fellow police officer by accident, and they put the blame on the brother. Now, you know, if that brother knew that they were police officers and shot them, they'd have that brother in jail right now. Give thanks, Buddha. Nagas. What's good with you? So come on, man. Anyway, moving right along. Where were we at? He claimed rebuking witnesses' accounts that officers had failed to announce their presence before bursting into Taylor's home, causing her boyfriend Kenneth Walker to think that they were being burglarized and shot one of the officers in the leg. Walker's bullet was the police justification for opening fire. Who killed Taylor, who was unarmed, but failing to announce themselves, as police would undermine that defense. Under Kentucky's Castle Doctrine, the law enforcement officers are the only home invaders that residents aren't allowed to use deadly force against, but only if they clearly identify themselves as law enforcement. That wasn't the only dubious claim that Cameron expected the public to take on face value. He also said that the grand jury agreed that Taylor's death was justified. How was Taylor's death justified? While there are 6 possible homicide charges under Kentucky's law, he explained these charges are not applicable to the facts before us, before our investigation showed. And the grand jury agreed that Mattingly and Cosgrove were justified in the return of deadly fire after having been fired upon, but the grand jury may not have actually agreed. Woo! On Monday, one of the jurors took extraordinary steps of filing a court motion to make transcripts of the grand jury deliberations public and allow its members to speak publicly about how they unfolded, according to the New York Times. Grand jury deliberations are subject to strict secrecy, and the evidence they consider usually only becomes public in court if there is prosecution. The unnamed juror claimed that Cameron had misrepresented the jury's case to the public, and that the jurors were never given the option to indict officers Manley and Cosgrove. If true, they would appear to undermine Cameron's claim that the jury was unanimous that Taylor's death was legally justified. He never presented the truth or the facts or the evidence or enough evidence to the grand jury. He threw the case, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Sirius Mindz family. He threw the case. Grand jury was lied to, and guess what? They're not having it. They're not having it. Cameron claimedly strategically lied throughout the entire operation. Didn't mention it is time to heal. You're right, Arthur Phoenix. Shut the fuck up. Just lying. No, he doesn't have the complexion for the protection. We're not going to protect this Negroes. He's not one of us. Not when you do stuff like that. Thank you, need to know. Where's that drop squad? Crystal Scott says, why do we allow Barkley? Why do we allow him a platform? Well, he's not on our platforms, so you might need to go check whose platform he's on. All right. The grand jury was told what ruling they could come back with. They said, don't indict. Idea Michelle Jenkins came right out of the Bible, right out of church. Says, look, get thee behind me, Satan. Gonna hit you with an old ass Bible for real. Hey. All right. So the Proud Boys, President Trump, police are giving the green card, the green light to shoot and kill black people with impunity. They just get to kill, and kill again. And no one can say anything. You can't even protect yourself. That's a hell of a thing, man. That is a hell of a thing. If y'all on IG, they killing me. This thing is going in and out. I don't know what's happening. Hold on for a second, family. I don't know what they doing, man. Hold up. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this Wi-Fi. Maybe it's the subject tonight. I don't know. All right. So you're right. It's definitely not going to work out as they planned, and they're trying to scramble now to try to figure out what they're going to do, because now the tapes have to be released tomorrow. They're allowing the grand jury to speak up and speak out tomorrow. Somebody's in trouble. So what do y'all think should happen to the Attorney General Daniel Cameron? And who is the state's attorney? What's the state's attorney's name in that area? In Kentucky. The state's attorney. What is his name? Connection. I'm trying to get a backup plan going here. The state attorney. What is his name? Anybody know the state's attorney's name in Kentucky? Yeah, Cameron needs to go to jail for at least 2 years. No, not the attorney, the state's attorney, not the attorney general. The attorney general is the top cop for the state. Who's the state's attorney? Well, who's under him? So if we look at all the different facts, which people like Charles Barkley, I guess, never did, never took time to. Hold on for a second, reconnect. I guess the Charles Barkley of the Barkleys of the world never took time to. The Attorney General is Cameron. I got that. You mean the prosecutor. I might mean the prosecutor. Tim Klein, the DA. Thank you. To Tim Klein. So, hold on for a second. Daniel Cameron's office filed a motion Wednesday asking the court in Louisville for a week's delay to allow the names and witnesses of their personal information, including addresses and phone numbers, to be redacted. You don't need a goddamn week to do that. You don't need a week to do that. They said, no, you got 48 hours. They gave them to Friday. We're going to see what's going to happen tomorrow. This situation with Breonna Taylor could be anyone, family. It could be you. It could be me. As a matter of fact, I went to the store to pick up something. I think I went to Home Depot or something, man. Yeah, not only do you smell a cover-up, it looks like a cover-up, it smells like a cover-up, it walks and talks like a cover-up. I went to Home Depot, and I have this thing on my phone. I'm sure some of y'all have it. The Ring. You know, the Ring has cameras that you can buy. So I bought some cameras. And Vonnie Carpenter, thank you very much, Vonnie Carpenter. I got the Ring, so the Ring alerts me when someone comes to my door. So the ring went off, and I'm looking, and I'm seeing police at my door. So I'm too far to get back. So I'm calling my wife. She answered the door. So obviously she didn't have her phone. So, but they came here looking for someone that used to live here. And I was like, wow. So what if they were looking for that individual and they had a no-knock warrant? That could have been ugly. I was like, wow, that's critical. But this is how easy these things can unfold, man. I'd rather them stay out and just get on the bullhorn. You understand what I'm saying? Sally Rottencrotch, this is the police. If you're in there, come out with your hands up. Leave Jamal alone and come out with your hands up. Get up off of Jamal and come out with your hands up, Sally. Becky Assaflat, if you're in there, come on out with your hands on top of your head, backwards, on your knees. The position that you're used to. Come on, back out. Come on, Becky Assaflat, back out with your hands up. I'd rather them stay outside. Or, come on. And Triana Thornton, you didn't catch that. I'm just saying. Yeah. It'll be better. It's safer for everyone involved. All right. All right, family, let's go to this story. Let me see, where am I at? No. Poor fella. So this character, Daniel Cameron, what do you say? What kind of charges should be brought against him and everyone in his office to come up with some madness like that? I mean, just lie after lie after lie. Should they take his license? What should happen? Come on, talk to me. Somebody put Trump or Biden. Neither one of them devils. I ain't voting for devil, Satan, none of them. Nah. You're getting the same thing. So they have the American flag up, and then they have the flag for the Proud Boys flying high. It's critical.
We're a drinking club with a patriot problem. As Proud Boys, I think our main objective is to defend the West.
USA! USA! Do I look scary with this? I would never use this to hit someone out of just a blatant attack. It would be only self-defense.
We're at the Proud Boys rally in Delta Park.
Pledge allegiance.
The Proud Boys are a far-right group with ambiguous beliefs, but a clear record of street fights.
We're not punching each other in the face.
But part of the culture is to be lightly punched while naming five breakfast cereals.
Yes.
They planned this rally after a far-right activist was killed here a few weeks ago. Many worry that their presence in Portland will result in clashes with anti-fascist protesters who planned their own rally as a response. Ahead of this, the governor declared a state of emergency. There's at least 300 people here, although they'd hyped up to 3,000. And the ratio of journalists to Proud Boys is very high.
Antifa!
Antifa! Are you here to get in fights with Antifa?
Absolutely not.
But you guys are sort of dressed in the aesthetics of political violence.
Well, aesthetics and actually what we are is two different things. We're all wearing protective gear.
Who needs a shield?
It just seems like every time there is a Proud Boys event, it ends with some people getting beat up.
If our mere presence causes people to want to commit acts of violence, we're not afraid to defend ourselves.
Shame! Shame!
And I know what you do, bro. All people white supremacists and not too. Who that's not a white supremacist and a Nazi?
The Proud Boys all tell us they're just here to drink beer and barbecue, but there have already been a couple incidents that have teetered on the edge of violence, including our own crew being threatened. Get out!
Take a f***ing camera. CNN. Get the f*** out, bitch. You want to get f***ed up? Wrong place to be.
Just film that.
You got something to say?
We had one Antifa come in here. He openly admitted he was. The cameras might capture, oh, wow, look, they're being so violent. They didn't touch him. He wasn't bleeding. He wasn't marked up. He didn't get punched. He didn't get sprayed with nothing. And I told him later, I was like, hey, you're lucky.
Well, if you're not here for violence, then it wouldn't be luck. It'd be the plan, right?
Wait, I mean, if
it wouldn't be a stroke of luck.
Sure, but
you weren't expecting to be violent.
But that doesn't mean. But I can't speak for everybody else.
The sheriff's department estimated about 1,000 people came to Delta Park throughout the day. Meanwhile, about 1,000 counter-protesters gathered 3 miles away. What do you think the Proud Boys represent?
Fear. Fear of losing power. They feel like they're just losing everything they thought. That, you know, they're the superior race. We call them the proud little penis boys.
Fascism has no place in this city.
And why is it important to like have a counter rally to the Proud Boys? Like, why not just ignore them?
We're out here to, show that we're not afraid and that we're not going to back down and, just kind of face the tyranny, especially when our president is amping up this whole situation.
This is not a protest. This is a different type of night.
Why do you work with the Proud Boys?
At the nightly anti-police protests, people waited warily for the Proud Boys to show up, but they never came. Instead, the only clashes that occurred were the same ones between police and protesters that have happened nearly every night since May. In the end, it was just another night in Portland.
All right. Where we at? Hold on.
Go into the polls and watch very carefully.
Hold on.
President Trump's.
All right, we're back. So what do you guys think? Is there a civil war going on? Is it peace? What's up, Mr. Derek Muhammad, sir? Is there a civil war going on? Is there white on white violence taking place right in front of our eyes? He says the pigs allowed the Proud Boys to do what they want to do. Do what they do, militarized police terror. All right. Collusion and conspiracy. All right. Johnny Taylor says by engaging in a physical brawl with members of Antifa, loose-knit, far-left, and antichrist, anti-fascist movement. All right, they claim that all they're doing is drinking beer and having a good time, and they want to protect America, I guess. They want to protect the West. So I've heard some brothers and sisters say, so they steal the land and then they set up organizations to protect the land that they stole and everything that they stole. That's in it. So what is the Proud Boys philosophy? What do they actually do? I'm sure, like this gentleman said, I'm sure they just don't get together and drink beer and yell and scream into the camera. Boulder Rockets said this is their fight, not ours. Our goal is not to get caught up in the unfriendly fire. Exactly. Exactly. Indigenous one said blacks need to stay out of the presidential election and let those white people sort it out. Allies on said, we're definitely headed towards a civil war. Get armed. You're late. You're already in a civil war. You just don't realize it yet. People are dying every day. All right. People are going to jail every day. People are getting beat up on every single day. All right. Kojo Sergeant WBAI says they kill at least 3 of us a day. There's definitely a war going on. The war's already on. You should have been getting prepared. You should have been getting prepared, man. Peasant Media says, I got jumped by the Proud Boys in Ashland, Oregon in 2018. Wow. Matt said, I never seen them beat down serial killers or pedophiles. That's an interesting point. We have to determine and decide what we're going to do. Are we going to get rid of the Negroes like Daniel Cameron, Charles Barkley, Shaq, and the rest of these imps, these Negroes that sell our people out? How are we going to deal with the Proud Boys once they turn their focus and attention on black people? All right. Can we truly just trust Antifa? Is Antifa only supporting George Soros's backed Black Lives Matter? Come on, talk to me. So we have to determine and stay on code. And Candace Owens, you're right, Joe Mullins, I forgot. And Candace Owens, she's the most loudmouth negress. Y'all better vote. Why should we vote? Snickereese, why should we vote? Why should we vote, and then who should we vote for? You said who knew that the Proud Boys leader is Cuban? Well, what is his name? Show us his picture. Give us his name so we can look him up. Yes, Candace Owens is a puppet. Randy R says voting is a useless activity. Voting ain't for us. DJ Wizzo said voting ain't for us. I'm still waiting for this person to hit me back over here. This is y'all better vote. Vote for who? Shonda Dixon says voting hasn't done anything for us all these years. What makes you think it's going to do something for us now? Wow my ass. Give me some answers. You don't have to put wow on the screen. Talk to us. Shonda Dixon said voting hasn't done anything for us. The question is to you, Snickereese. Kojo Sargent says vote. Ha ha ha. For who? And for what? Voting hasn't done anything for black people thus far. They told other. You understand what I'm saying? So answer these people. You don't have to answer me. I'm just asking some basic questions, facilitating a conversation. What has the vote done for us? Name one person that we voted for that ended up in the office that actually done something for black people. It's me, DD45. Most of the Cubans here in Miami are Trump supporters. We're not asking you that, Snickerees. Answer the damn question. And don't answer the question with a question. Answer the question. So do we not have the right to hold our vote? To write in who we want to write in? DJ Affidavit, I don't know. I'm baffled behind that. Yeah. And talking about all lives matter and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm like, wow, bro, stay over there with that. See, when you back these kind of Negroes up in the corner that like to run their mouth, talk about go to vote, you ask them a few questions and they get tongue-tied. We're not with the bullshit over here on Serious Minds. You have thinkers over here. And we're going to ask some questions. So you're not going to run the BS down on us because I hate Trump and he wants to be an autocratic, he wants us to be an autocratic society. Well, what do you think Biden wants? So, what makes you think things are going to change if Biden was the president? You think your situation is going to get better if Biden is the president? Come on now. Come on. Stop. Stop the madness. No. Stop. I was looking, hold on for a second, family. His name is Enrique Tarrio from Miami. Enrique Tarrio. That's who the leader of the Proud Boys are? Enrique Tarrio. Can somebody look that up? Corn, get this person's information. Enrique, Enrique. Enrique Tarrio, Tarrio from Miami. You said he's all over social media? And he's the leader of the Proud Boys? All right, he's the leader of the Proud Boys. And this dude is Cuban, you said. That's interesting. The Democratic Party has been compromised by socialism. Sleepy Joe Crow Joe is just a puppet for the deep state. Okay, Win, do me a favor. Can you explain what is socialism to the people? Someone says Gavin McInnes is the Proud Boy founder. Gavin McInnes is the Proud Boy founder. All right. Someone said the Proud Boys is just a KKK subsidiary. Okay. So Enrique is the captain and the Gavin dude is the founder. Okay. Gavin McInnes is the founder and Enrique character is the captain. Gavin McInnes is Canadian. Wow. Okay. He said it's a private party and you are not invited. Woo! Wait a minute, come on, stop that. You serious? Gavin Enrique is Jewish? Wow. How you gonna be Cuban and racist? Wow. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is kind of mind-numbing. Yeah. So, yeah, the rabbit hole goes very, very, very deep, family. So McGinnis founded Vice News also. Okay. Wow. McGinnis is Irish. Okay. King Hazy, you might need to go look up what racism is, bro. All right. Yeah, John Trey, like yeah, it's hard to make sense of it all. Yeah. Anyway. All right, family. Yes, it's mind-numbing. It truly, truly, really is mind-numbing. Yeah. All right. There's a few things that I want to break down, but like I said, I can't break it down on this platform, so I'm trying to create another situation where we can kind of spend a couple of hours together where we can just do it in lecture style form and go through a body of things that I put together that I'm not able to present on here. All right. But anyway, family, I love y'all to life. Thanks to everyone that's donated a dime, nickel, penny, quarter, your time, resources, your attention, energy, whatever it is. Love y'all to life. All right. And let's continue putting the information out there. All right. Listen, if this is their fight, then let them fight it out. If this is not our fight, try to figure out what we're supposed to be doing at this particular time. All right. All right. Love y'all. All right, Drew, 9732. I got you good, bro. I'm not surprised about Miami Cubans, though. All right. All right. All right. Quan, rest of the Serious Minds family. Johnny Taylor, y'all take care, man. Really appreciate y'all. All right. Yo, Johnny Taylor, I got to speak with you, man. All right. John Trey, we're going to talk tomorrow. All right. Trying to get this remix done so I get this next video shot. All right, family. It's Professor Griff, and I'm out. Peace. All right.